Hello, my name is Alex Dang, and I'm a writer and poet born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and a proud graduate of Cleveland High School. It's hard to write a personal essay. Where to begin? Tell me about yourself is a weird question and a difficult one to answer. With this video, I'll show you some examples of personal identity through poetry and how you can apply those tools to yourself and your essay. Your first brainstorm prompt: how would your best friend describe you? How do you act when you are around friends versus family, in public versus private? What would you say to your younger self, or ask your older self? What would a younger you think of your current self? Choose a couple of your favorite questions and answer them. I want you to think about your relationship to the world around you and how your environment perceives you. The three videos provided are examples of an identity poem that's rooted in anaphora and repetition. The poet boils down their identity into one repeating phrase throughout the poem. This is a great poetry form for beginners because it's very open to how you want to, quote, essentialize your identity. Now, what is one essential part of your identity? Angel Nafis wrote a poem entitled Black Girl. John Sands, friend of Nafis, does his own version called White Boy, and the video included is a mashup of both poems being performed together and shows the two identities responding and reacting to each other through juxtaposition and contrast. Megan Falley's version is called Fat Girl, as she reclaims her identity in a triumphant manner, and Jonathan Mendoza complicates the idea as a biracial poet and splits himself in two to create Brown Boy, White Boy. It's a more contemplated and confessional piece of poetry. Here, the poets are engaging with how they see themselves and how the world sees them. Now, your second brainstorm prompt is to think of parts of your identity: oldest brother, only child, the funny friend, emo, geek, athlete, musician, daydreamer, immigrant, theater kid. Make a list of some parts and pieces of your identity. And now that you've taken the time to think about how the world sees you, I want you to think about how you see yourself. Oftentimes, these college essays are asking about who you are and how you see yourself in relation to everybody else, with the world. With these prompts, it will help you see new perspectives on yourself and reveal what is important about your identity and what you want to highlight and showcase in your essay. No one else can tell your story better than you can. The world is listening.